Says the Hangout on air is live. So hopefully we are. Or are we all dead?
I want to mute my computer.
Yeah. Yes, on the YouTube
I
screen.
think so.
Cool. Yeah, nothing like, getting ready to go live and my computer decides to start acting really weird. What's new?
Funny how that happens.
Ghosts in the machine.
I like,
Blame it on the ghosts.
like with Jason, it always starts doing the automatic updates for him.
Yeah. I'm sure when I turn my laptop on to run one of the apps or something, it's gonna.
I was thinking that I don't know why he doesn't have it set up to not automatically update.
Yeah.
I know, I mean, like with mine, it'll give a message.
That.
There's an update available because I have it set not, just to alert me when there's not to do it on its own,
Yeah, exactly. I need to make sure mine's set that way now from now on.
But they'll trick you into still doing it themselves. The thing is, they'll do something and all of a sudden it just never fails.
Yeah.
It's never done it on its own. I always have to go in there and, start going. But I don't know.
Cool. There's a few people in chat. Julie, Chandra, Ed, Beaver Mods. What's up?
Oh, hey, Sandra. Hey, Jamie. Hi, Julie.
So yeah, the sweep ghost box, that I had posted about in our little thing the other day, just like driving down the road, and Sam and me were driving down the road and I downloaded it and we were pulling up to the cemetery and I was like, well, might as well run it. I had it like running through the car and I literally had just turned it on. And right before I turned it on, she was like, I want to go get some ice cream. And I turned it on and literally within like 10 seconds, I was like, should we go get Sam ice cream? And right out of the ghost box, it says ice cream, like plain as day. And I'm like, is that like a coincidence or what? And then like
That's
a
cool.
few minutes later, we're in the cemetery and I've just got my phone in there. And I opened my voice recorder. I'm like, I have no idea if this is going to work. I was going to run my voice recorder and the ghost box at the same time and see if the voice recorder would record what's coming out of the ghost box and our voices.
Right.
And so I turn everything on and I'm like, I don't know if this is going to work or not. And out of the ghost box comes, it's recording.
Get out.
Like right away.
So
crazy.
Did it actually record everything?
Yeah, it recorded it.
Cool.
Yeah.
I always wondered, I know there's that one program that I forget the name of it now. I haven't used it in so long. That's actually kind of meant for that. I don't know, but
yeah, we got like a few replies. Like as soon as we would say something, it would come out of the ghost box. It was to the point where Sam was like, "Is this thing like listening to what we say?" And it's like playing it back. I mean, it was just like too coincidental,
Is that the sweep ghost?
Yeah.
Because when I turned on, all of a sudden the app started sounding like it was shutting off, and I'm like, "Are you still going?" And then it came back on. It is working. I'm like, "Okay, thank you."
Yeah.
I swear, got it recorded too.
What's up, Joseph? How's it going? Yeah, this is just really weird. Of all the things that could be in there, it like says what we said like right away, like not even 10 seconds away from when we said it.
Weird thing, like I mean, I know it's a bank, has banks of audio in it, but like you say, I don't know how many clips of words and whatever, what's in there exactly. But like you say, for it to spit that out right at that time, it's too much to be a coincidence.
Yeah, exactly.
I used it, I was asking, one of the things that just happened like that right when I said it was, I asked them to who was there and if they could tell me their names. I forget how I worded it.
Yeah.
And suddenly, like, a stream of names starts coming out. Just a bunch of, and it's like, okay, before that, it wasn't a bunch of names coming out.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, I asked them to say there and tell me who they were. And all of a sudden, boom, a bunch of names start spewing out,
Let's see if I have this on here. Record. Right when I turn it on, you hear that?
Yeah.
Recording.
Yeah.
It's like before. Record.
Is the voice recorder working?
Apparently so. They already told me it was.
Can you tell us who's buried here?
I should turn mine when you turn it recording, just to see if mine says it too.
Yeah.
Does yours do it every time?
No. Yeah, we keep going back to this one specific tomb. There's like two tombs right next to each other, and we keep going back because there's no name on them or anything. We're trying to figure out who's in them. I mean, it was open on one end, and like literally open, like
that was the one with the bones in it, right?
Yeah. And Sam and myself, we bricked it all back up and everything. And the first few times we bricked it up, we'd come back the next day and all the bricks were back down. And so far they've been like, nobody's been screwing with it. I think there was a ghost tour coming through there at night, and like they kept like knocking the bricks down so people could look in it. But we'd always, sit there and talk to the spirits and tell them, hey, if somebody comes here disrespecting this place, scare the shit out of them. So far the bricks have been up there.
Maybe someone got a little spooked.
Yeah, maybe so. Deservedly. Yeah. And Sam brought a bunch of flowers. We've been planting flowers in there and stuff. So hopefully they like us. Had some weird stuff go on at that little cemetery, but yeah, lately it's been pretty cool.
Excellent.
All right, I've got my tablet. I don't know how loud it'll be. When you start it, what do you start yours out on?
That day, I was just trying to figure out how to turn it on.
Right. Right now, what'd you just do?
Let's see.
I tried a little bit of everything with mine, but
yeah,
I ran it in reverse for most of the time. Echo on at the speed at about halfway. Sounded pretty good that way to me.
Yeah, I was using that.
Because I tried it with the reverb, with the echo, with one. Both. That just say shut up?
Super show.
You just told me to shut up.
The super detective one thing reached super shell. Take out those are some people. Little piece of Bruce Bay and one.
No, mine wasn't saying recording.
Yeah, neither did mine.
Timothy, it is a reported.
Recorded.
Detect protocol. Mark. Name. Base 3. Detect the ship engine.
You want to run yours there, Jamie?
It enables.
I wanted to see what happened when it.
What's up, Lori? How's it going?
Hi, Lori.
We're finally doing a live stream just for you. The surprise pop-up live stream.
For introduction. The discovery. What? It's revolt. Self back. Where is it?
So who's here tonight
With the new
that wants to talk to us?
so and you.
I want to back.
We're done.
Well, it's very
From 20 months.
They took the
So is that loud enough for everybody in the chat room? Can you hear it okay?
Twice. Did you hear what sounded like witch twice?
I thought I did.
Yeah. Wonder because Perry has got the pentagear on. Blame it on Perry.
Maybe he was talking about you.
Yeah. All right, so who's here in the spirit world that wants to talk to us tonight? You guys talking about a witch? Which witch are you talking about?
I heard state.
Heard what?
This is Grant.
Michelle? Is she in here? Doing pretty good, Julie. How about you?
Julie or
This is Grant. Well, now.
Blair Witch. Right?
Reported.
Just say cocker spaniel.
And it said cameras a little while ago too, so they might be talking about the.
Yeah, can you guys say hi to anybody in the chat room that's watching us tonight? Can you say any of their names?
Got it. Bring your. Four.
So are there any spirits with Perry or Jamie and Jeff tonight?
Yes,
What was that?
it said yes, 3.
Ah,
I heard it say we're here.
we're here.
4. Who's missing?
And Eddie and Paul.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Right after Jamie asked who's
Yeah.
something else she said.
3 to 4. There's like a whole thing with the 3 to 4, and there's a reason for that.
Hello. So are Eddie and Paul here?
Side? 3.
3 again, yeah.
It's the numbers. Who's missing? Who's not here? Are you playing? Somebody play her? Can you play her?
Call the police. Call the cops. Uh-oh.
What?
It just stopped on
Cut
me.
out.
Oh no.
Sweet Ghost Box application activated.
How's that sounded intense. A little loud.
Yeah, tell me if it gets too loud because on my end it's really low for some reason. I don't know why.
Huh.
Why is the delay so long right?
What's that?
It looks like the live delay is like way off.
Really?
Yeah. Like I said the thing about the 3, the significant between the 3 a while ago, right? Like I'm just now seeing it come up.
Wow.
I wonder. Romeo and Juliet. The emerald alloy shouldn't burn. Stop. As is. With civilization, men realize here's what cost
It takes. Go like this.
superior
You see how long that delay is.
ferocious race act that everyone will be safe. My lines of communication.
What's happening, Aaron? How's it going?
Just as soon as
And Jamie?
my lines of
Myself waving.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
I have a is going to show
Your connection or something being slow. I don't know.
commercial is going to
Thought pretty quick.
oh, it'll be there.
I'm not sure, but I thought I just heard Aaron just joined the show.
Yeah, because we're
Say his name all the time.
typing him.
Gentlemen, kid, people went to right or left.
I have to listen to this backward.
He could have made skill designer. Skills, then interpret. Some recorded in new experiences and not see someone. The Volkswagen. One of it. The engines are
Now the volume went kind of low.
Did it?
cars of travel.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my setup.
Hello.
Great skills lie. Hi, Bob.
They took the flying.
Turn, I reckon.
That was loud again.
Flying V paid for.
Talking about someone named Bob?
Are going to get married. Betty and her we've been well. The married
Betty?
recognizes them.
Betty and
Going to
Bob
get married. And to
gonna get married.
it's promoted to 15.
That's it.
He was getting married? Someone named Bob? That'd be freaky or what?
Like, they're like talking to each other.
A new car.
It's like spirit meeting,
$1.
spirit meet and greet.
Medical
Hey, Bob. Hi, Betty.
mileage boost. Broadcasting. Did you spring up?
Broadcasting. Yeah, we are.
Now look. Plays for I'm leaving the island. Quartet from Regal. The very percents. In the Marine. Hi, Bob. It's time.
Just heard hi, Bob.
Arms are sent out. Barnett and I sing the quartet. Where the church? Deal. Top. Shell's mileage. Power of blood. Hello. Lance Macbeth. No one is supported. By Charles. Together, accelerate. Plug in the speaker. Edgewater Beach.
Excuse me, you have a...
I'm leaving.
And simply wonderful.
Spring up front.
And
So can spirits tell me if any of you guys or girls followed us home from the graveyard the other day again?
Leaving the island.
we're not
Call speaking.
to show you.
Radio radio. Oh, Doctor. Spring up front. 1923.
Look at that.
Rob, have you tried it in reverse?
Oh, Doctor.
I heard Michelle.
I am now.
'Cause I guess when you do the reverse, it actually reverses the audio, you know?
Yeah.
First page.
But the other guy.
Running mine in reverse and getting a whole lot of stuff. Going forwards.
Yeah, Aaron, this is the sweep ghost box.
Let's see now if it talks about Bob.
Yeah,
Bob would be Bob backwards too.
that's true. They do like Bob. Yep. So, spirits, can you tell me? Can you give me a name of who does the knocking around here? Because it's still going on. We hear it like at least every other night, if not every night.
I think I heard Bob in the under the light.
Almost sounded like it said Perry there in the background.
Yeah, I heard that. If anyone else would mention it.
Ron?
About to say it, and I think I heard it. When I was using it, it said my last name,
Really?
first name, but yeah, and I could swear I just heard it again, unless there's something in there that in reverse sounds like my last name.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did you say Michelle again? Aaron?
Get out.
Get out, get out, get out.
Yeah.
Don't need to get out.
And
Did I say
all.
kill all? Kill all. Get out and kill all. Yeah, that's the motivating phrase.
Get out there and kill everybody is.
Kill all. Kill them all. Let God sort them out.
I heard them say leave the island twice also. Do you have anything with an island around you, Rob?
Do I have what?
Like a little island, like any kind of island thing around you? Besides like I just wonder like why the leave the island came up twice like that, or if it was like a show.
Not that I know of, but
As a survivor.
I mean, there's an island like if I go downtown and cross the bridge, I'm on the barrier island. It's where the lighthouse is.
Okay, well maybe do you think that they came from the lighthouse? Or they
Possibly.
I mean, I meant something, but maybe not.
I mean, like I have some cedar wood from the lighthouse, and I got a bunch of cedar from the graveyard, and there's graveyard dirt here, and there's bricks from the graveyard.
So sounds like concrete.
Who knows?
I always wondered about that. I've always heard about like the whole graveyard dirt thing, and I was thinking, what is it used for? I know I've heard that before, using it for certain things and that, and I was like, I don't know, I don't want to bring.
There's graveyard dirt in the house.
I mean, I'm sure I brought some home inadvertently on the bottoms of my shoes.
Yeah.
It was a muddy day, but
yeah. Yeah, there's also
Said brick.
brick, did it?
Your sound go
I
down?
think so, maybe.
Seems like
And you said something about stacking bricks,
Yeah.
right?
And there's a brick from, there's a brick from that tomb here.
nice.
Yeah. Is it nice? I don't know, but it's here.
The app's volume went way down again.
Did it?
Turn it down.
I don't know what's up with I've got my volume like pegged all the way up. Weird. Did it just say Sam? Sam's not here tonight, but she might be watching. Sam's the one with the graveyard brick under her bed in there.
Bad dreams.
Yeah.
That's the reason.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, Joseph, I heard Sam. That's the girl that lives here with me. Goes to the graveyard with me all the time. So is there anybody here from the graveyard that came home that hangs around here? Yeah. Elmer? Did you say Robert?
Yep.
It's talking to me or a different Robert? And Sam?
It's Sam and Rob. Christine.
Are you guys haunting us? We've been trying to figure out who's buried in that one tomb there. With pleasure.
And this is on reverse, right?
I just switched it back to forward
Oh, okay.
just a minute ago.
And they put every
Who likes what? Did it say who likes children?
So
That's kind of creepy.
Middle date.
Something about Jason. Uh-oh, just crashed on me again.
Oh shit. That's
What
weird.
the hell's up with that? Well, maybe it's saying, hey, one of you guys run something.
Yeah, I can if you want. I don't know. Should I go ahead and start something up here?
Yeah, it's funny. I heard Justin in there a couple of times. And I don't know, maybe it's a coincidence. It was talking about Sam. It was talking about me. Sam's boyfriend's name is Justin.
Ah. Okay, that's weird.
Yeah. Coincidence or?
Yeah, I don't know. Can only say it's a coincidence so many times, you know?
I know. Exactly. I mean, there's a lot of names it could say.
Yeah, I bet.
I it one more time at the end and go, Sam, but I have to look back.
Yeah, I heard her name a few times.
So should I
I heard Bill. It said Bill, like after one time it said Bill really loud.
Yep.
And then I thought I kept hearing it say Bill, and then Jason's name. It's like it just gets into like this weird echo thing. You just hear names.
strange.
You didn't hear all that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't notice the name Bill come
You
through.
didn't notice your
I heard
name,
it. Yeah.
like
Somehow flew by my ears. I don't know.
you want to fire up the moon box, Perry?
Yeah, can you want me to do that, Rob?
Sure. Anything you want to run, man.
Alrighty. Let me, okay. What happened? There we go.
Yeah, like the other day, last Sunday, I was getting ready to come on Jason's show, Paranormal Soup, and I was getting all set up, and Sam had went out front to smoke a cigarette, went out on the front porch to smoke a cigarette, and she was out there like 30 seconds, and she came back in, her eyes are all big, and she's like, something's in the woods out back.
Ah!
And you know, I'm thinking, it's probably a armadillo or something, or a coon or something coming up, through the woods, because they always sound bigger than what they actually are.
Yeah.
So I went to walk out the back patio door, and she's like, you better take a gun or something with you. I'm just thinking, whatever, she's probably just hearing something. I walked out the back door, and it sounded like a freaking Bigfoot in the I mean, it was like cracking limbs and stuff. Freaked me out. I came back in pretty quick, and then I grabbed a flashlight and I went back out, and whatever it was, man, it was big. I went out the next morning, and there was like limbs like 1.5 inches around that were broken off.
Wow.
Like 4 feet up.
Freaky.
I don't know what it was, but it was big. And when I went out there the last time, it like I shined it with a flashlight, and then it just stopped, and I didn't hear any more from it. But yeah, I was seriously thinking, like, I know right where my gun is, and I was like seriously debating on coming back in here and grabbing it.
Shit.
I just had that, like, I don't get freaked out about much, but that kind of freaked me out, because I mean, I could see like the bushes moving and stuff. And I'm like, I'm thinking freaking Bigfoot is going to come charging out of the woods right at me, and he's going to have to eat a pile of crap to get to the meat. That's for sure.
You never know, one of these nutballs that like owns a bear, and they get loose or something, one of these people that owns exotic animals, and every once in a while you hear it on the news where one of them escapes,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's what I was thinking is maybe it's a bear. I mean, because there's a swamp in back of me.
Yeah.
And
Are there bears in Florida?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
don't.
we got some bears here.
Well,
Not like grizzly bears, but
but still,
black bears and brown bears.
a bear could do that, I suppose. This is easy, but I guess.
Yeah, Julia, when I shone my flashlight, I did see some red eyes like shining back at me. And I was even thinking, like I say, there's a swamp back there. So I'm thinking maybe it's a big ass alligator or something, coming up in my backyard because I got a big garden growing. Maybe it was like wanting some vegetables. I don't know. I don't know what it was, but it definitely got my attention.
Oh, God. That's crazy. Well, anyway, let me go ahead and flip this sucker on and see if.
So yeah, that's why I wasn't on the show last week because I spent like 45 minutes out in the backyard trying to figure out what was trying to eat me.
If anybody actually had that happen, Rob, crazy.
Yeah, really. It's a damn skunk ape back
You'd
there.
be weird next week.
Yeah. Anybody seen Rob? I heard he got eaten by a Bigfoot. It's just a rumor.
Let's see what might come through the moon vox here.
Yeah, Julie, it's the skunk ape. Skunk ape.
So let's see. Can you hear that?
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it's loud enough there. This is one of those weird ones that, well, I guess from what Anthony Sanchez said, I guess mode 1, which it's on right now, is like 99%. The what's in the sound banks is musical sounds. I mean, all chopped up into little pieces, so it's not, it sounds like normal music. So, hello, is anyone here with us? Use this to come through and talk? Can anyone come through and let us know who you are?
Said something right there.
It's Jamie. What was that? Now, mode 2 of this is actually vocal sounds. Again, chopped up really small, and so let me flip that on and see what that does. Mode 2 now. So let's see if that can come through with anything. Does anyone have any messages for us? No, Julie, this is a different app. This one isn't backwards. This is the Ghost Hunter app's Moonvox got running now. Well, I wonder what'll happen if I put this on reverse. My port reverse effect. I hadn't tried that yet. So let me try that. So, or add some reverb even maybe. Let's see what that does. Add the old portal effects in there. Now this is reversed.
Freaky.
Oh, that sounds crazy. Can anyone tell us who's there at Rob's place that's been knocking?
It was weird when it got silent there for a minute. It sounded like something knocking. You hear that weird knocking sound?
My clock against the wall. I tried to fix it before.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh. I swear it just said our names. That said Rob and Perry. Were you calling out our names? So can you do it again? Yeah. Are there any messages for anyone? Any of the other people that are watching this and listening?
We got Jonathan.
How's it going, Jennifer?
Let me try the mode 1 again. What it does with that in reverse. Yeah, I've never used this yet. This is the first time I'm using this app with any of the portal effects. This is sounding different. I don't know. This is one of those ones like sort of like Halovox, where it doesn't get very much through it, you know, because it's such a. It's sort of designed that way. I mean, it's not just a bank of constant chatter, you know.
That's how you get the stuff, though.
Yeah. Well, I think that was sort of Anthony's idea with this one. It's, you know, much more validation if you do get something really clear come to it. 'Cause it's not designed to sound, you know, like really clear speech.
Yeah.
And I've got some stuff to it, but not a real lot. Shut off the reverb and maybe we'll get a little clearer sounding. What happened? Oh, it was just the reverb cutting off. Okay. But I still got it going in reverse. Let's see, let me try the other Node 2 thing now with the vocal parts. Can you tell us the name of the person that made this app? Do you know who he is? I don't know if I'm mistaken, but I might have just said Bob again.
Yeah, I was thinking I heard that.
So it wasn't just me. All right, let me turn off the reverse thing. That was just a normal sound. If this could be called sounding normal.
Yeah, exactly.
Could you tell us if the brick Rob brought home is causing anything at his place?
The brick Sam brought home.
And sleeps with under her
Can't put
bed.
it on stand. I heard go to hell.
Okay. Can anyone tell me if there's someone here with me that used to live here?
Yeah, I'll be back in just a second here.
All right.
Sure.
Does anyone have any messages for Jamie? Jennifer, this is the Moonvax doing from Ghost Hunter apps. Definitely a strange sounding app for sure.
I think it said Bob again.
I don't know. That's such a common sort of sound, though. You know,
Yeah.
that
But not
so
that
many
Hi, Bob.
so many things can be mistaken for that. You know, so I don't know. Unless it was saying Bob. And Rob and Bob sound pretty much alike. Yeah? Are you talking about Rob? What? Oh, the brick.
Brick. Since we're doing ghost box sessions.
Can you tell us what Rob is holding there? And where it came from? Michelle. Same.
Here in Michelle with the sweet box too.
Yeah. You talking about someone named Michelle? Maybe that's whose grave it was.
Could be.
It said Michelle a couple of times through here. It sounded like Michelle to me there.
I thought it was too.
Is Michelle who was buried where that brick came from? Was that Michelle's grave? What do you say we try this? He has a brick. He has the brick. Did I just hear that?
What?
Did you hear that?
I did.
Holding? I could swear it said holding twice.
Robert, you have.
Are you talking about the brick Rob is holding?
Girl.
I heard the name Sam.
Sam.
Something a girl and then Sam.
Is there some brick?
Are you talking about Sam taking the brick? Did you say something about a girl named Sam?
The reason the girl's here? It was almost like the reason the girl here.
Is keeping that brick under her bed giving Sam bad dreams?
I thought I heard.
I'm just waiting for this thing to do like Holovox does.
Yeah, exactly.
Have something really clear come through.
Yep.
So far, it hasn't.
Good.
I really wish it would.
Yeah.
Michelle.
Michelle. Again.
It said Michelle.
Could be. So I was thinking maybe that's. You've been trying to find out who's great it is.
Yeah, that's the reason she brought this home, was to see if it had any energy, you know, because we're trying to figure out who's buried there. Let me take it back.
Maybe it's Michelle.
Could be.
It said about name Michelle, and it said like girl.
Well, yeah. I think it said it twice through this app and a couple of times through the other app.
Yeah.
So maybe.
Did that brick come from Michelle's grave? Tell her?
Help.
Help her or tell her?
Michelle and
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of freaky.
Yeah. I just thought for a test, let me stop this for a minute here. And let me just for the hell of it, I can shut this stuff. Let's see. Come on. There. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Because seemed like we were getting the name Michelle through, both the app you were running and the app I was running. So let's see now, just for the hell of it, just for the fun of it. If maybe we can get the same name, a little testy test here. Hey, what did I just do? Ah, there it goes. And, I'll run the PSB7 for a minute.
Jeff, if you're watching in there, can you please come do something about the clock pin?
And see if the same thing might come through. Okay. So we're there. Spirit's talking about someone named Michelle.
Like, even though
What did it say?
go away. That.
Can you tell us anything now about that brick Rob has there? Is it from Michelle's grave?
Told about the third.
What did he say?
Yep. It's a great.
Spirit attached to it?
Okay. What? On here. And
Did you say on here?
I think you said Jamie.
What happened? Touch this crystal.
there.
Is that the SB7?
Yeah. Thought I'd try
Here, man.
holding a crystal on top of the antenna here.
It's a
Does it make a difference? I don't know. Were you talking about someone named Michelle?
stop.
Liberty.
Help. Belt. Stop.
So is there someone named Michelle that you're trying to tell us about?
City.
Betty?
No.
Did you hear the laugh
Yeah.
noise? It like laughed.
Yeah.
Let's go play games. What was our house in the woods?
Boat.
No, I'm just hoping to get some information about that brick again. See if the same
Quit.
any of the same stuff comes through.
Up.
But it would be really cool if the name Michelle came through again.
Yeah.
Can you tell us who took that brick from the cemetery?
Well. Right.
Rob?
Yeah. What?
Rob took it?
Hey, don't blame me.
Who was Rob with?
Why does it have such a robotic undertone to it right now?
Yeah, it's like sounds like the beer com or whatever.
I don't know.
They get
I mean, I have the noise reduction and reverb on it, of course, from the portal. If I didn't, it would really sound funky. If I didn't have those on, it would sound, well, like that.
About it.
Well, that's no effect. Just straight scanning radio. So is there someone named Michelle you're talking about? Can you say her name again?
Is answer. Yeah.
What's that, Jamie?
You have a good mix of stuff going on with it right now for them to manipulate. It's making a bunch of those good.
Sugar. Never stop. But from
I wonder. I never use it anymore. Let me try just for the hell of it. An FM. And
Thank you, Jeff.
I'm gonna so here's on that was on AM. Try FM, see what comes through on there. A little faster too. Okay. Can you give us any messages here about the brick Rob has there? Whose grave it came from? Rob's trying to find out whose grave that brick came from. Can anyone help us with that information?
keep me celebratory.
What's that say? I couldn't make that out, but there's like a whole sentence or two there. And I'm just not sure what it said.
I don't.
One.
So I've got to ask again, is there someone named Michelle? There's someone trying to tell us about Michelle. It's Rob showing there. Oh, this is the...
There's the grave.
Oh.
All of those, that whole end was pretty much open, as well as the other end is kind of open too.
It said the grave something.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So like the grave something. I missed the last word. Can you tell us who was in that grave that Rob just showed us a picture of?
Where's those noises?
Yeah, what is that?
What noises do you mean?
Like tapping or knocking or something?
What do you mean?
I don't I don't hear it.
Really? Yeah, it's like something going.
You hear it again after you said that?
No, I wasn't hearing it.
Like they stopped
I'm
and made a
thinking, I mean, I'm
sandwich.
hearing the radio and I'm thinking, what are you guys talking about?
Yeah, I've been hearing it for a
You know,
while.
you'll probably hear it on
Mentioned
playback
it,
for
I
some
wasn't
reason.
hearing it. What's that tapping sound? Can you tell us that? Is it your clock, Jamie? You were saying something? Could that be what Rob?
Did it get quiet for a second?
Is it that loud?
Yeah, I don't hear it now.
Is it something from the radio? Tell me if you hear it again. It's just nothing. Which is really weird. Think about this. I'm not hearing anything coming out of this. It's scanning through FM radio.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
All sorts of shit coming.
Thanks, man.
Oh, thanks, man. I mean, think about it. It was pretty weird how long it went without nothing coming through, but static. It's pretty bizarre. Because now you can hear there's all sorts of stuff coming through.
You don't hear that tapping noise.
You laughing, dude.
No, I'm not.
And like,
I'm not hearing it. Whatever you guys are hearing, I'm not hearing.
just Jennifer,
You guys in chat hear that?
she's got it. Everybody hears it too.
The spirits. Tell us. Is there anything you want to tell us before I shut this off? Help you? I just said help me. Who is it that needs help?
I thought I heard to heaven. It's all broken up. You don't hear that? You hear that?
I fully hear it.
I'm hearing. Whatever the knocking is, you guys are saying you're hearing. I don't know why. Anyway, let me go ahead before I give myself a headache with this thing. Let me go ahead and stop that one. And I don't know. Some stuff definitely came through there, but
That's Sam and me at see the grave in the background right there over my shoulder.
yeah.
And it's kind of all, it's kind of overgrown and all, but yeah, the end of it was all broken open, and we like stacked bricks back up there and covered it all back up.
Cool.
But yeah, that's where the
Wait, you mean you took bricks and then you replaced bricks?
we just found bricks, in the graveyard there, and bricked it all up. And then Sam brought those flowers and planted them there. We've been trying
Oh, that's nice.
Cool.
fix the dilapidated graves up a little bit. It's kind of a bummer, like some of those old cemeteries, you know, that there's like no markers on some of them, and some of them, you know, we'll be walking around in the back and they're like, you don't even realize it, and you're standing on a grave. It's all overgrown.
Right. If they're all busted up and that, and like you say, you don't even know whose it is anymore because they're all crumbled and fallen over.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of it like upsets me. It's kind of a bummer, you know. I mean,
yeah, me too.
Yeah, they're dead people. They're buried in a graveyard, a cemetery, or whatever. But it just sucks that they're like forgotten, you know, and just overgrown. It's like, oh, nobody cares, you know. They're just overgrown.
I always like to, whenever I've gone to the really old ones like that, where you could tell the gravestones are just, you know, ready to completely crumble and deteriorate. I always try to get some good pictures of them, because it feels like sort of, you know, preserving that history in some little way, you know. Keeping their, you know, because you know damn well, you know, within the short time those are going to be totally gone. You know, they're so old, no one's going to come in from the family and replace the stuff, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like some of these graves that do have markers, you know, the people died in like, you know, the late 1800s or early, you know, 1900s, and it's like
100 years ago and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, do they have any family? Do anybody left? You know, it's like I always like tell them that, you know, we're here to visit them, even though we didn't know them in life. You know, I don't want them to be forgotten. You know, just
exactly,
shoved under the rug somewhere.
One of the theories that I've had for quite a while with that, you know, because I know Jason's talked about that whole thing of that he doesn't really like to go to cemeteries.
Yeah.
It seems like I've found from the ones that I've gone to, it seems like the really old, like you say, those really old neglected ones where you could tell nobody goes to anymore. Those are the ones that seem to get more active, you know, when you flip on a ghost box or try, you know, doing the EVP sessions and that, and, you know, try doing some communication, you know, because it seems like the newer, nicer, you know, more well-kept ones, you know, as far as my experience, those ones, you know, I don't hardly get anything. And then you go to some really old, dilapidated one that you can tell no one hardly goes there. And, you know, you get a lot, seems like you get a lot more. And I don't know, my theory on it is just like, sort of like, you know, if you go visit your old grandpa or something that nobody ever visits anymore, you know, they're just like happy to have someone finally there talking to him, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and then nobody ever comes there anymore, and finally someone is there, you know, coming to say hello to him, you know. And maybe, you know, they respond, you know, because of that. I don't know.
Yeah, there's like this. Let me see if I can pull it up. There's tons of them in there that are like this, and this is actually, you know, a good one that you can actually see. But, you know, at one point I'm sure it was up higher and everything, and it's, you know, it's almost covered up. But there's tons of them in there like this, that this one doesn't have a marker or anything there, you know, there's no name on it,
right,
unless it's buried there somewhere. And there's tons more of them that are like, you know, you walk over them and maybe, you know, you see a piece of concrete or a brick or something, and it's like you don't even realize that they're, you know, they're all covered up, so you don't even realize you're standing on them.
Yeah,
would really suck to like be standing on one and like fall through it.
yeah.
That was.
That's how that place, Bachelor's Grove Cemetery, out here is, you know, because over the years, so many of the gravestones, you know, the marker stones have just been, you know, vandalized, or I mean, some of them have even been stolen.
Yeah.
People it's like, how the hell, those things are big and heavy, some of them that have gone missing. And, so there's still, a lot of people buried there, but a lot of them don't even have a marker anymore.
Yeah.
Kind of weird because you don't know. I have seen a few times online. They have a couple of different websites where I've seen it, where they actually have the map where you can, see the plots of everybody that has been buried there, and there's it's loaded, and and you go. I mean, even since the first time that I've been there, I mean, there's just probably less than half the amount of marker stones there now than there was just a few years ago, the first time I was there. And it's just really messed up, when people disrespect that so much, and purposely
We have
vandalize them and
we
things.
have in San Francisco where they have a bunch.
What's that? You're breaking up or something? Uh-oh. Can't hear you.
Hear you talking, all of a sudden my stuff like froze up.
Yeah, I know. We couldn't hear you for a second. Or at least I couldn't. What were you saying?
Me?
No, Jamie.
Oh, yeah.
I missed about most of what she just said there.
Yeah, so did I.
Well, there's in San Francisco that has a bunch of crumbled headstones on it, and there's a whole one you can see when the tide goes out, where they relocated a bunch of cemeteries a long time ago. They didn't move everything. They just took the headstones, everything out, broke it down, mixed it all up with concrete. I have some of the concrete actually under my altar that washed up from the beach. You just see all these like pieces of headstone with like people's names. They just trashed it all, and it's like Tombstone Beach.
That's freaky.
And we've done some EVPs out there.
Yeah.
But I can't find the whole head.
Out not too far from here, where I read about it online that supposedly there's quite a lot of reports of hauntings in the building, where it was one of these cases where a part of this one certain cemetery was sold off, and it was some apartment buildings built there, and I guess there were a few of the graves that where that sort of thing happened, where they moved the headstones, and there were a few here and there. I mean, I guess they did try to relocate most of them, but there were a few, I guess, that they missed. And because I guess even when they were doing the construction of a few times, doing some further construction after the buildings were already built and doing some repair work or something, they found a few really old ones where they were just so deteriorated and stuff, so they didn't know who it was, from back in the old days when they didn't seal them up in the cement big vaults and things, and they were just a casket or whatever down in the ground, rotting away, getting all moldy and wet and shit. But yeah, I guess people in that one certain building there have reported seeing spirits of where it actually looks like a real person sometimes down in their basement.
Wow.
And then they flip the light on and there's nobody there, where when it's dark and they first walk in, they think they see somebody and they're thinking, some homeless person broke in or something, and they flip the light on and there's no one there.
Wow. Freaky.
Well, yeah, that's got to be pretty weird. And,
yeah, right where the this grave that I showed earlier, tomb, grave, whatever you want to call it, just, I don't know, probably 30 feet from there is another grave that we found and kind of uncovered. And Sam has got a lot of really pretty good EVPs from this grave site. And what's weird about this particular one, there it is right there. Benjamin Myers, born October 15th, 1862. And I forget what the date was, but he died in 1925. And what's weird about her getting EVPs from this grave is she has the Myers, that's her last name.
Oh.
So it's kind of interesting that she would be getting EVPs from somebody that has her last name. Who knows? Maybe she's like related way back in somehow. I don't know.
I don't know, huh?
But this is like I say, it's like 30 feet from where the other grave is that we booked all up. And she brought some flowers and planted some different succulents and different stuff around that one as well.
Cool. Huh. That's freaky.
We'll see if anything comes through this ghost box.
Okay. Which one?
Maybe.
Which one is it? Oh. Now what's that one?
Well, I heard it for a minute.
Was that Halovox?
No, this is the trifecta out of the Vitanomicon.
Ah, okay.
Ghost Hunter apps. And it's being really quiet. It's working.
Huh.
We are getting there around the time of anything weird's going to happen. Oh.
Yeah, this has never been this quiet.
Go in a minute.
You know what I tried with this one? I used my pitch effect pedal on the portal.
Yeah.
And made it like a higher pitch, just the opposite of, you sometimes do. And instead of slowing it down, making it much higher down. And it was a little bit more audible. Because that, where it's like brr, brr, brr sounding, it made it sound a little bit more, where you could hear it a little bit better.
It's weird. It's never been this quiet. Is yours ever this quiet?
I don't know. Yeah, it is. Mine is usually pretty
But he's not getting anything.
pretty lot through it. Yeah, no. Like a lot of silence.
And it's going to just blast. You get up with it, and all of a sudden it just like,
Oh,
Is there anybody who wants to say anything through the trifecta?
Could you say something we can understand?
Cat got your tongue? That was just creepy. I drink too much cough syrup. Well, since I have the Vitanomicon open,
cast some spells. Summon up something. Man, maybe not.
yeah, maybe not. I don't know. We do have bricks and graveyard dirt and wood.
There is a spell in there that says summon a spirit.
I got enough around here. I don't need to summon anymore.
I don't think I'd be doing that spell. You might not get the one that you want.
Well, I'll read my horoscope since I opened the zodiac chart. Let's see what today's horoscope says for me. December 3rd, 2017. Your imagination might soar into the wild blue yonder today. You may envision wonderful new plans for your future. Some money may be coming your way. I can dig that. There's a possibility of a pending raise.
Rob, didn't you just do that money spell?
Yeah.
A raise, huh?
Yeah. And thanks to Perry, like nudging me about Uber, now I'm actually making some money.
Uber's gonna give you a raise.
Hey.
Right.
Well, got a raise last night, but that's a completely different story. Let your imagination roam freely. Over the next day, make a list of your options. Weed out the unworkable ones. Don't rush to decide. So what's funny, my lucky numbers are 4, 8, 13, and 22.
Lucky 13.
Lucky 13. I was born on the 13th, and I have a big tattoo with a big 13 on my arm, so I hope it's a lucky number for me. A black cat surrounded by flames with the number 13. And I got it done on Halloween one year, which is the 31st, which backwards is 13.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, and you know, Chandra did a card reading on me a couple of weeks ago, and she mentioned you know, like new job, getting some money, blah blah blah, some other things about money and all. And hey, I'm actually making a little money, and getting a raise would be cool.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Did they start sending you the things for the
Like the promotions and stuff? No, I still haven't got those.
Okay. I wonder how long it is you have to go, because I remember there was some certain period, or I forget what it was. Before they start sending you those. Maybe that'll be your raise.
Could be.
Yes, I mean, if you hit the numbers, some weeks they have good amounts of money extra you could make, on
Yeah.
2 per week, one, for during the week and then one on the weekend, where you can get 2 little bonuses each week added to your normal pay. So pretty cool. It helps.
Yeah. Does it come under promotions on your app?
Yeah, they always with me, they always send a text message and an email message,
Okay.
with the info, and it shows up on the app as well, within the app. It's like you really can't miss it because it's like shows up 3 different places.
Yeah, I haven't got that yet.
Okay.
But yeah, man, it's been a fun job. I'm actually enjoying it a lot.
Yeah, it's all right.
Although I told you about my first official crazy Uber ride last night. Yeah. It was something else.
Yeah, I haven't really had any of those yet.
Oh man, I don't know what it is around here. Everybody's been really cool, but yeah, I've had a few, drunk people and stuff. But yeah, the girl that was in the car last night, wow.
Yeah. Well, like I say, I don't want to drive at into the evening, so I get a more sober crowd.
Yeah. Well, this was still relatively early. Let me see what time it actually was. I want to say it was like 8 o'clock, 7:30 or 8 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
So it was relatively early, but she's like, I've been drinking since noon.
Whoa, what are those? But
yeah, Chandra, do tell. Oh yeah, I'll just say it was a very drunk girl that was in the back seat, but she was pretty much more or less in the front seat with me. And when I got her to her destination, she would not get out of the car. Like 20 minutes of me trying to get her out of the car and a bunch of other stuff. Yeah.
You should have threw $1 out the window so she would chase it.
She was giving me money.
And then shut the door behind her.
Yeah. She gave me a $50 bill. And
should have kept it.
I know. I should have. Yeah. She gave me $50 and she wanted me to go in the bar with her. And I gave her money back. I'm thinking her drunk ass probably thinks this is a $5 or something. I felt bad. I couldn't take her money. And then a few minutes later, she's stuffing a $20 bill down the neck of my shirt. And I'm like, well, screw it. I'm going to keep her money now because she won't get out of the damn car. So if she keeps shoving money at me, I'm going to keep it all.
Yeah.
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 Came home, told my wife, and she's like,
yeah,
she gave you $50. You should have went in the bar and had a drink with her. Got the money.
Yeah.
You're a freak, man.
Yeah, I am. I know that. Full on freak magnet. I was watching the videos on YouTube.
Get the crazy.
Darcy and me are sitting here watching the videos on YouTube, you just look up crazy Uber passengers and there's a bunch of them. And I'm like, God, I'm glad, I live in a little beach town, tourist town. I'm glad I don't have people like that. And well, then I go out and that night.
Because put it in the universe. You should.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the universe was like, oh yeah, you don't have people like that. Well, here's a dose for you.
It gave you a crazy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh God.
And I haven't even done the late night getting out of the bar crowd yet, so I can't imagine what that's going to entail.
Yeah.
I never get the courage to do it.
Yeah, I once in a while I think about going out in the evening, but then I think, nah, I'll just.
Yeah.
I'll just wait and go in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah. At one point, she was like, she got like real quiet, and she goes, "Uh-oh," and I was like, "Hey, you do not puke in my car. I will drag you out by your hair if I have to. Do not puke in my car."
Yeah, the old puke shower.
I
don't want that.
Oh,
No.
Oh God.
Yeah, I told you the other details, which I won't discuss in public, but
Yeah, I always think too, because I mean, because it happens a lot, during the day, and I get nervous enough with it in the daytime hours, because really often I end up, because I'm not too far from some pretty bad neighborhoods, and in the hood, as they say, where like places where people are getting shot just about every day of the week, when I watch the news. And sometimes I end up there. I mean, I don't purposely drive there to get rides, but really often, I mean, you never know where someone's going to want to be taken to. And a lot of times you pick up somebody in a good neighborhood and they end up, you got to drop them off in a funky neighborhood.
yeah.
Oh, and if that happens and I'm driving at 10 o'clock at night, it's like a little could get a little dicey there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bad enough sometimes, it's like even during the day, it's like it's like I'm the only white dude around here, man.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm sticking out like a sore thumb. Three bullets are gonna come flying through my window.
Yeah. I'm like where I kind of live in the hood, actually. And I mean, literally, like,
I'm like hood adjacent.
yeah, I'm 6 blocks away from the full on like gunshots every night type of hood.
Yeah, right. That's what, like I say, I don't have to go far to, to be there. So I always, when I start driving, I go in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Hope I don't get pulled in there, but almost every, it's like really often, I do. What can you do,
Exactly. I'll be back again in just a minute.
All right. Well,
Do you want to throw something else on?
Yeah, sure. I've still got my tablet on here, so I'll just plug that in. And
all right, I'll be back in just a second.
all right. So let me, that on. And, okay, well, let me then turn on my old favorite, the SCD1. Let's see. What was that? Oh, that's you, Jamie. What am I hearing?
I kept not gonna go till I let her. Panda. Come on.
Okay, turn that down a little bit. All right. Hey, what?
No issues.
Oh, I'm not connected to the internet. What the hell? Why am I not? That's weird. Okay, now I'm connected, I think.
Now loading shared first internet radio stations. Channels 10 through 20 now initiated. Channels 30 through 40 now initiated. Channels 50 through 60 now initiated. Channels 70 through 80
Hey, Lori,
now
George
initiated.
Brown has got a
Now
Geo box up for
initiating
sale right
broadcast
now.
Radio channels.
I think it's about $2,000 or something, though. So let's
Conversation last night.
Private Pike.
He read wine.
Of which are hiding.
Have you seen such?
He got the
That was happening.
okay.
oh,
3 million people.
3 million people. So let me ask again about what we were talking about before. If anyone could tell us any information about
probably
the grave Rob took a brick from, or no, actually his friend Sam took a brick from.
hadn't.
I have committed it.
Can you tell us whose grave that was?
What happened?
Can you tell us anything about the brick
Clear up.
Rob has?
And goes to Argentina.
Crime does not.
Are the spirits happy that
Walk.
Rob and his friend have been fixing up the graves there a little bit? Planting some flowers?
Educating.
Can you guess what app this is, Rob?
Right.
What's that?
Said, can you guess what app this is?
Stopping.
SCD1?
Yep.
I know.
So is there someone named Michelle trying to speak to us, or someone telling us about Michelle?
Anybody's next.
Is someone saying the name Frank?
A bit about this week. Tonight, of a detective unit. Which
Okay.
took you back to believe. Read. It's not that explains.
Not hearing the name Michelle anymore. I don't know.
Hear that little
Does
growl?
this have anything to do with Michelle?
Small in stature. Any number of monsters.
Tell us anything about the brick that Rob was holding there?
Where it came from? Where it came from?
He knew. Just right, look.
Con la mejor. No 24 puntos.
Anytime I hear like talking about Frank, my weird horror movie mind always reverts back to Hellraiser.
Oh,
Uncle Frank. Can you tell me? I was hoping you could tell me or us.
Pickles.
Yeah, exactly.
so is anyone here with me? That used to live here?
Necessary.
Maybe someone named Matthew. I had that name come through a few times the other night. Or Morris?
Okay, wait a minute. Accusation. No. Don't be that quiet.
You know what I never do? The SCD one is use. Let me turn it off. Use the side It has the
the bank side.
yeah. What happened?
I always mean to do that too, and I always forget about it. And then I think I should just try that for the heck of it.
Oh, what happened? Stopped working. Oh no.
You turn the one off first, right?
Yeah. And, I don't know.
Try just starting it back up again, just with the other one first, because sometimes mine will say it stopped running.
Oh, okay. Maybe. Click that.
Very enough chip mouse. Your kingdom evidently in advance. The second half is not seems like it was not the notion
Pissed off?
of the web. It was dwelling. He only can tackle heads in his life, but learning quickly are peculiar to be of such inspiration and recognition in webcast. Though identify the first kept told her no when her dreams. So with sign for second, W almost fell on him out. Castro had
Okay, that's weird sound.
a little bit head shaking.
Is it chanting, like reciting something?
I have no idea.
Throughout,
You turn off the portal effects and hear it better.
February 4th, like after the thoughtful condition in Miami, and the ritual and others, but said the 19th of the Emma's was then convinced must university. I saw the irregular cult, this is the worst. Greenhand got the press cut, the cyclist in all of these usual visual order, heading, got alert, China, which even than in some
It's on the
07.
A channel. Let me try the B channel. What difference does that make? Oh, it's like a woman's voice now. On the other side.
The reverse on it.
Civilization.
Oh.
Okay.
Can the spirits use this to give us any information about what we've been asking about? That grave that the brick came from?
Almost sound like it's an astral projection.
Describing the world against two against future fitness and of mounts descend.
It's so weird how it stops once in a while.
It's a patrol harass the world, and that's a great idea to the world.
About
Large and humans in the world and power because it's like anything.
guy just like saying, I mean, like there's like a guy's like reading something, and then the B has like in a woman's voice.
Yeah.
Yes, with this right.
Yeah, bank A is a man's voice, bank B is this woman's voice.
Antibiotics. So it's the name.
What happens if I reverse it? Let's try that. Use my reverse effect here on the portal. See how Now, can you tell us anything about the grave that brick came from?
This is it. Position of the ether. Chef is professor. I believe this is the need this technology. There was never doing when I grab this. And really on the road up here. It's effect. She must be awful because they're about that.
Okay, that's freaky sounding.
And now the great people should have attempted without result. And the curve, however, was it he will monstrously account for being at the edge of the well-drilled shoots apart conservative made up.
I don't know. Maybe the spirits aren't talk anymore.
Backwards? Was that backwards?
For a while, yeah. I mean, I turned it back.
Just now.
No, just now at the end there, it was back to forwards. And, but I don't know. I never cared much for the bank part of that app.
No, I like the IP.
Yeah, definitely.
Can you guess which app this is?
For the first.
Rift or TV1?
No. I haven't run this one in a while.
Not the Rift?
Nope.
Realm?
Yeah, there you go.
Which one?
I really like that.
The Realm.
I haven't run that one in a long time either. It's a really good app. A lot built into that thing.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
I mean, so much stuff. It's like unbelievable how much is built into that.
Yeah.
Spirit radar. It's got the video stuff. You know, and display on the one screen there, and different audio channels. You can add reverse, and doesn't it have echo even in some stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just got so many options built into it. Like,
Pitch, rate, tempo.
Yeah.
Echo. It's currently showing 2 blips on the energy detector.
That's got so much packed into it. It's unbelievable. I really should use it more often. I can help you.
So, anybody here want to try to talk to us for a few minutes through the realm? I'll ask again. Anybody tell me where this brick came from? Did you hear it say, is Sam here? No, she's not here tonight.
A second, I was like in thought.
Do you know where she's at?
Frank there.
What's that?
Like I said, Frank.
Ah. So who is here with us tonight? Or with Jamie? Or with Terry?
Jamie disappeared.
I like it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, but
Stopped.
crash out on you?
Yeah.
That sucks. Those are some strange sounds.
Yeah.
I'm still here too, Laurie. Jamie just got bounced.
How did she?
Yeah. Oh, you didn't notice that?
I
Yeah.
was sitting here trying to reboot this thing.
Well, it's quiet for a minute. We'll say, Lori, if you really want to, well, if you can afford it, you really ought to invest in the Geo box if you want one. I mean, you'll be glad you did. I know I dragged my feet on getting it. I was kicking myself after I was going to get one when the Huff Paranormal models first went up for sale, and man, I was really kicking myself after for not going ahead and investing in it. I wish I would have just, I could have gotten it, but I just said, nah, it's so much money. I can't really afford it. I mean, I could have gotten it, but I would have been really broke for a while. And so I mean, if there's any way you could do it, you ought to try, and if you get it directly from George Brown like that, the one he's got, like the one he's got on sale right now, you'll actually, I know it's really expensive, but the ones that people sell these days on eBay go for even more. I mean, he's kind of reasonably priced compared to what other people have been selling them for lately. People want some outrageous amounts of money for those things, and he's really, and he stands. I mean, I couldn't believe it when I bought the ones that I got. He actually went out of his way to send me a message through Facebook and said, if you have any problems with it, let me know and I'll fix them for you, and no charge. I would just have to pay for the shipping. So I mean, I know, and I know he's done that with other people. He stands behind his his boxes that he sells. I've seen posting other people's too. That where he's fixed other people's.
Yeah, that didn't even buy them directly from him.
Right, exactly. People that buy them used and then have a problem, and he fixes them anyway. And he's a really good guy, and makes a good. I mean, I'm surprised sometimes the Geobox 3. I mean, it's kind of old. I mean, it was one of his first ones, and it's still. I had a little scare with it the other day. It stopped working on me all of a sudden. I think it just needed a charge though, because then I charged it up, and it seemed to be running fine. Then after I gave it a charge, so I think it was just a low battery. I was like kind of freaking out because I had it running, and it suddenly just stopped. And I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, something's wrong. And I thought maybe it just needs a charge, so I plugged it in and let it charge, and sure enough, popped right back on. It was like,
yeah,
so happy.
yeah. It's like, oh, get the heartbeat going.
Yeah, no kidding. I was like a little bit panicky attack there.
There's another one I haven't run in a while.
Yeah,
if you can hear it.
Guess that app.
That app.
What is this one? I don't know.
Well, it just crashed on me too.
Uh-oh.
Well,
good. Still hearing?
It's got the Microsoft warning.
I thought I heard crash right after too. Like while it was hanging on, I thought I heard crash. And I booted off of my thing. It wasn't even a drop call. It just said call error, which it never does. I'm like, then it wouldn't put me back through right.
Huh.
I think it's disabling us.
That's what this one is. Without, I mean, it's got a little warning box in it, but it's the
They
spirit.
lock us take control.
It's the spirit box in the Gia divination suite.
Oh, okay. I never had much luck with that. I don't know why.
Let me restart it here again real quick. Everything's crashing on me tonight. Weird.
No kidding. That's I don't know.
This will be an easy one to figure out what it is. Maybe.
Well, that's a dead giveaway.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome to Spirit.
Now, this one's never crashed on me, so if this one crashes, something's up. Still don't know why I don't have much volume tonight. I don't know how loud it is on your end, but I got all my volumes are like all the way up.
Really? Yeah, it's not that. Oh,
Yeah, it's usually like plenty loud.
yeah. Weird. Wiggle the wires.
Little wiggle of the wires fixed it.
Okay.
Now I can hear it. Holy crap.
Yeah, that got loud real quick. Thanks.
No.
You think? Yes. Uh-oh. Bad cable?
Yeah, I got something going on.
Cable?
Okay.
Your son.
Now it's really loud.
Well.
Okay, anybody want to talk through the Spiritus with us tonight? I'd say I'd like something.
Get a drink.
You'd like to talk? Well, go right ahead. We're listening. Thought you heard it say you were sexy.
Yeah. things that I'm like, it's a little questionable.
Seems like everything I do here is a little questionable.
Did it just say that?
What's that?
I thought it just said Bob's here.
That's what I thought I heard. Yeah, I'm here. Perry's here. Jamie's here. People in the chat room listening. We're all listening to what you spirits have to say.
Yes.
So, can anybody tell us about the brick, where it came from? Whose grave it came from?
Help! Help!
You get stuff in those whispers.
Yeah.
I think because the whisper is almost like white noise kind of anyway, they can like flow it to get like cursive writing.
Yeah.
They can use the whisper to like flow it. I don't know, like the way you say it.
It is mountain one.
So is there a spirit here that likes to knock on something in the middle of the night? Or the evening? Or the daytime? Yeah, Darcy and me were sitting here last night. My mom was in her room, laying in the bed, asleep, like nodding off. Darcy and me were sitting on the couch, and she's like, there it is. She heard it, you know, dogs heard it, and it's this boom, boom, boom. And it, like, it sounds like a cabinet. You know, we got, like on our cabinets, we got those little rubber bumpers, you know, so the cabinets like don't bang.
Yeah.
It sounds like a cabinet door, like opening and like bumping. But I went in the bathroom, you know, looked in my mom's room. Darcy, me, and the two dogs are sitting on the couch. Wasn't us.
So it wasn't a dog hitting the cabinet with the door. With
No.
the paw.
Both dogs were sitting on the couch, you know, and we heard it, and both dogs are like, you know, they like looked.
They heard it too.
Yeah, they heard it too. And it happens all the time.
Yeah.
And Sam one night, you know, I didn't say anything till the next morning. It's like, did you hear knocking last night? She's like, yeah. Oh yeah. It woke me up. She goes, I would knock on something in my room, like tap on my desk like 2 or 3 times, and it would repeat it. She's like, it did it for like 30 minutes. I'd knock
We're
4
hearing
times.
in her room with her bricks and her stuff.
Well, this was before the bricks, but
Right? I mean,
Well, if you remember that one night,
yeah,
we were lucky enough, we actually caught it happening during your live stream.
yeah. And that was when I was
oh,
still
that's the
in
same night.
I was still in the room that she's in now.
Yeah, where you turn down the app, and I was like, "Oh, now I hear it." I remember you were hearing it, and I was like, "I don't hear it." And I was like, "Turn down your app. Turn down the app. I want to hear this." And then it's like, sure enough, it came through. Pretty damn loud. I was like, "Holy shit, that's loud."
Yeah. And there's no trees, anywhere close to my house. There's no. It's not like a tree limb bumping on anything. I don't have like squirrels in my attic or anything. I can't figure it out.
It's her. You can't figure it out.
What?
I've got some good ideas.
Well, yeah, yeah. It's something someone is doing it. That's not in the like
right now
physical world. No, it's not doing it right now.
No, I'm asking them.
Oh, yeah. That would be cool.
Let's listen.
So who or what is here that knocks on things?
That was a pretty quick.
Yeah. Is it you that knocks on things? Knocks on the wall?
Yes.
I think it did.
Am I crazy, or did the app just sort of make like a little tapping sound there too?
Yeah, I think it did.
Like,
yeah.
It sounded like she also said it's reading me, or he's reading me.
Take our time. So what are you trying to communicate with the knocking noises? What are you trying to say?
I am something, did it say?
I thought it said, I am Sam. And maybe it was the man. Are you the man that Lori Johnson said was in my room?
What? Like a customer?
Is it a male or a female here?
What's that restlessness? And design. Fire.
But I heard it say appreciate or something.
You heard that.
What is it that you appreciate?
Each other.
Yeah.
Do you kind of feel like there's two kind of like talking to each other?
Yeah.
Not that because there's the two voices, but it's like the way they pause and it's like they're talking things.
That was me.
Easy practice. Right?
So you said you appreciate each other?
Just try. What vision here?
Do you appreciate us trying to communicate with you?
No, sir.
Yes.
Power now. Sorry. Just sit and straighten.
How many of you are here with us right now?
Tea and water, right?
One. Can you tell me your name?
Watching you?
Yeah.
I think you said that they are sometimes.
Yeah, I heard Glenn watching.
Earlier you asked who it was and said David. Is it David? Is it Glenn? Right? Is it Michelle? Is it all of the above?
So, you know, the spirits help me out sometimes. Can you tell me what was walking around in my backyard the other night? Last Sunday night?
I'm just gonna.
Was it the ghost bear? I just heard it say the graves.
My cat's like choking right now.
Do you want to do you want to
So you have any messages for anybody in the chat room tonight? Who do you have a message for that's in the chat room?
Oh, Jennifer asked who scratched her 2 weeks ago.
Can you tell us who scratched Jennifer a couple of weeks ago?
Love again.
What's that?
Said love again. I saw chat was saying they heard love.
So did someone or something scratch Jennifer a couple of weeks ago?
Ready open on my apple.
A message?
Completely.
Completely. Who's the message for?
It's in water to earth. It helps. She was okay. I just now that.
I hear you saying message. Who's the message for?
Heard message too.
these are. There, Australia. Water to earth.
So is it okay that Sam brought this brick home from the graveyard?
Now, there are layers to feel.
We told you we're going to return it right back where it goes.
Where does someone get?
Oh, message. What's that about? What's the message?
Yeah, what is the message you're trying to tell us? We heard you talking about the message. What is the message?
We want you.
Would it say we want you?
I think. Probably he was gonna say what it wanted you to do. Like they want you to. Maybe they just want you.
Yeah. They like me. They really like me.
Swallow your soul.
Yeah.
Swallow your soul.
Oh, it would make you sick. You don't want to do that. Be like eating a bad pack of bacon.
To the water to yourself.
A bad pack of bacon.
What's up, David? Long time no see, man.
Beautiful.
Anxiety.
I wonder if it was Hat Man Sasquatch that was running around in my yard.
With an old man, little hat on.
Sasquatch with like a derby hat. Got any bacon? Snap into a Slim Jim.
Oh yeah.
Hat Squatch, exactly.
Most of.
Yeah, I don't usually get freaked out when I hear stuff tromping around in the woods. I figure it's just an animal. But that night, man, it was completely different.
She said you better bring a gun.
Yeah. That's what Sam's like. Don't go out there. You better take a gun. Yeah, when I went out there and I heard that thing, dude, I was like chicken skin all over.
Yeah, I better get the gun.
Yeah, I was thinking, damn, I better get the gun. We're gonna need a bigger gun. Yeah. So spirits are Bigfoot real? What do you think, spirits? Are Bigfoots real? Just a simple yes or no?
Thank you. Make sure.
Got a message.
Yeah.
I wonder if that And that's what they're trying to like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. We've been trying to get a message of who's buried in this unmarked grave. Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Yes. Yes. Sorry. Never saw it in the mist. They saw it flickering. Stop. Barely. Get home.
Can you tell us who's
Restless.
who's buried there? Can you tell us the name of who is buried there? Say David? David or Damon?
Thinking. Gentle. Tail. Right. Like I said,
Something about search the grave.
And
We sort of kind of did search the grave initially.
you know this journey I just got. It's not. Hold loving. Yes. What? Yeah, then you wanted the final decision. No, just fine when you feelings of grief.
Oh,
The grave.
And when she gets it.
This is when the grave was
with bones.
open. Yeah. Those are definitely some bones in there.
Makes you wonder too, like if any people ever like stole any of the bones.
If what?
If any people stole any of the bones, you know.
Yeah, that would just be creepy as hell.
There's no
Well, people do creepy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me a bit.
You know that. Some people,
like if all those bones are up there, wouldn't the head be up there? Because it like, you know, when you bury, the head's kind of higher up. Wouldn't the skull like maybe be up like?
yeah, it looks like they're kind of all jumbled up.
Yeah.
Makes you think
And
like
people
do
that stuff
with it, you know,
sell it.
because it's not like it's just laid out nice and neat. the way a body would be laying there. It looks like it's all been moved around.
You know, I'm sure if it's open, there's been animals and stuff in there. You know, because you can see, like up here, you can see where, you know, you see grass and daylight and stuff coming.
Yeah,
in.
exactly.
So, you know, who
Because I don't
knows?
see your rib cage sticking out either.
I mean,
Like
yeah,
if a body was laying there.
makes you wonder if people were in there messing with it.
I've got another picture or two. I can find them real quick.
May take to our son. Mom's alive.
This is a little bit clearer picture.
Parenting is the very away.
Is that if animals got down in there, how'd they get back out? Like how
Yeah.
deep is that?
Good question. It's, I mean, it's pretty deep. It's like, you know, 3-4 feet deep, 3 feet, 4 feet, somewhere in that range.
Someone had to have. That's been messed with for sure. Like there's been people down there. It just don't look right. Like unless it was laying in the woods and animals started pulling it apart. But like,
I mean, to me,
there's like going down there.
I think there's more than one person in here. There's two.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
At least 3, right? Like it looks like 3 bodies all mixed up, or 2.
Yeah, because like, I mean, this looks like a femur bone.
Yeah, it seems like two of those.
Yeah, there's another one there.
I don't see any like the parts that would be like the big rib cage section, because that you would think would be pretty well
No
visible.
pelvis laying.
And rest wild.
I mean, that.
And you know the skull's gone. I mean, someone picked through and.
Yeah, like this thing right here kind of looks like it could have been part of a skull or something. I don't know.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, something.
Maybe a couple of ribs there on the one part where it's kind of a little curved to it.
You've done an EVP down in that hole?
Lower recorder down there on the string.
Yeah, I mean, you can reach in it. I mean, that's how we took these pictures, was just stuck the camera down in there and snapped a few pictures. And it, I kind of feel bad about doing it, but that's why we tried to brick it all up, and because there's ghost tours that come in this cemetery at night, and who knows what's happened in there. But I mean, it's some of these, I mean, they're definitely bones.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
100% those are bones. I mean, the one just highlighted. It was like a perfect bone.
Yeah, I mean that right there is.
There, that's like the Flintstone bone.
Oh, leg bone for sure. You know?
Trying to figure out like what this thing is. It looks like, I don't know. It looks like it's got like a. Doesn't look like a bone. It looks like something else.
Like a broken pipe or something. Is that a broken pipe?
I don't know. And this thing here, I don't know if this is a
Drainage thing or something. So if water, you know what I mean?
This almost looks like a you know, a oar, or like, you know, the handle on an oar or a paddle or something. I don't know.
Maybe someone was using an oar to scoop bones up and then they dropped it in.
Yeah.
Or the guy was here and they buried him with his oar. I don't see any dead animal parts. Like if something was in there, like in and out, you would see like others fell at least.
Yeah.
And couldn't. Prints and stuff all in there, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the end of it was open, and I mean, I guess somebody could crawl in there, but I mean, it's a fairly small opening. I think I have a picture of one end of it.
Yeah, I guess for someone to crawl into there, they'd have to be a one real creepy dude, you know?
Yeah, I mean, seriously.
Let me crawl inside this open grave.
Yeah.
Roll around with the bones. It's not too freaky.
No, not at all.
Oh god.
This is the other end of it that was
People have done much freakier shit than that, you know? So
yeah, it's true.
yeah, that looks kind of small.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is the opposite end. And we covered that end up too, but yeah, that's actually where we took the pictures from. Was just, you know, stuck the camera right down in that hole right here.
You should have put a recorder in there too.
Yeah, that's I mean, we've sat right here and done EVPs and stuff, and still trying to just figure out who's in it, you know.
You should put one in and then walk away, like go away, and then come back and see what happened when you weren't even in there.
Yeah, that's
like, you know, walk out for like half an hour, like just keep an eye on it, and then grab it.
I guess you could like tie a string or something around it, you know, a little line, and pull it back out.
Or so use have that waterproof one on Ghost Adventures they used at the Dorothy Puente house out here in Sacramento. In the dirt, and it's a waterproof, you know, whatever proof, and it's supposed to hit frequencies that normal microphones don't hit. But they were like burying it in the yard to like, that would be a cool thing, you know, to have.
Yeah. Cool. One of y'all want to do anything else?
I guess for a minute. Let's see. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not going to stay on too much longer.
Yeah, I should probably jump pretty soon.
So any last messages with the Spiritus, and anybody want to say anything about the pictures I was just showing? I kind of feel that, you know, we took pictures in there. I kind of feel it was a little disrespectful, and I apologize. But we've tried to make amends and cover things up and keep people out of it. Yeah, we go there sometimes and just hang out, and like we've taken the newspaper there and hung out and like read them the news. Sam's always coming up with these ideas, and I don't know, gets a lot of people to think we're crazy, but maybe we are. I don't know. When the whole thing happened in Las Vegas, we went there and read some news articles to them, told them what was happening in the current world and how much it had changed since, they were here. Some for the better and some definitely not for the better.
Just like Perry was saying about going to those,
Wait a minute.
you don't visit often and they want to like
Wait a
just
minute.
talk us.
I'm hearing some whistling. Is that a siren?
Whistling?
No sirens here.
Is there a siren by you just now, Jamie?
Yeah, I heard yeah, there's a siren outside here.
Oh, okay.
I just heard it.
Okay.
Hey, I'm surprised you heard that. You heard it before I could even hear it here.
I thought it was some whistling happening there. It's like, whoa,
so far away.
Who's whistling?
Yeah, I heard it for just a second.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It was so far away. It was as it was hella far away. I can't believe you heard that.
Yeah, I heard it. Alrighty. Well, let me start something here. Do you guess what this is?
Sweet Ghost Box application activated.
Let me guess.
Me.
What to say? Was that, what was it called? A sweet ghost box?
It sure is.
There's a sweet ghost box, man.
There's a sweet goose box, I'll tell you what. So let's see. Let me run it on a reverse sweep. And there it goes. And let me put a little echo on it there.
Yeah, Lord, if you can find some Sylvidine, they may sell it over the counter now, but that's
So this is running reverse speech now. So, hello? Is anyone here with me?
knocking.
Who's talking? We've been asking about the grave that Rob and his friend Sam go to visit. Visit. Did you hear that?
Yep.
Visit.
Yeah.
Can you tell us whose grave that is? Sam something? Were you talking about Sam? Rob's friend? Trying to figure out whose grave that is. You're just showing us pictures of it.
That's the grave.
What's that, Jamie?
I thought I heard that's the girl's grave.
Was it a girl that was buried in that grave? Is there more than one person in that grave? It was me? Did you hear that? Did you say it was me? Is it your grave? Need help? What do you need help with? Zombies. That can't be right.
Zombies.
Need your help. That voice is sounding different.
Yeah.
That definitely said need your help.
Yeah.
And a week? Did you do anything there a week ago?
We were there earlier this week.
That's where it said been a week.
Zombies again.
Can any spirits help Rob figure out whose grave he's been going to? Help me here or something.
Got the it out that you want Rob to help you?
Say orgy.
Was there more than one person in that grave? Was that ringing come from the app?
Yeah, I was wondering that.
Sound like a phone ringing. Weird. I think it was. I never noticed that come through it before. I haven't used it a lot, so. Something about earphones? Well, someone making a phone ring?
It works.
If there are any spirits here, can you tell us your name? Let us know who you are. I didn't have any names this time. Are you falling asleep again, Jamie? I'll tell you to wake up again.
Internet. It was one of the Wi-Fi. And I'm gonna just. Please.
What's that? Is that Jimmy?
I was telling Jeff if he's listening, I need him to come in here.
Oh, okay.
He's like in his room. I don't.
Twilight Zone. Oh.
There's an app.
Man, this thing's making some weird noises tonight.
Yeah, it is.
Big squeal.
Give you one last chance here. If you can give us any information about the grave that Rob's been going to. There's a brick from there. Get the girl? I thought I heard something about a Bible. Female? Do you want Sam to do something? Rob's friend Sam? Is there something you want her to do? I need help again. Did you say the box?
Help. How can they?
Did you say something about a Bible? Do you want her to read from the Bible for you?
Need to help you. They won't. They don't know what you need.
How do you want us to help you?
A cigarette?
Can't hardly hear you, Jamie.
Twice.
They know that? What do they know? Well, thanks for talking to us. Have any last messages? Sam again. Bones something? You talking about the bones in the grave? Female. Bones. Is there a female that's in the grave? Is that a female's bones?
Dumbass.
So it's a dumbass. Yeah.
Well,
I hear that.
thanks for talking to us. Hopefully we can figure out what you're needing help with. And we'll go ahead and shut this one off. I know you don't want to go too late there, Rob. So, all right. So that's off. I don't know. It sounded like kept saying Sam, and for a couple of times there toward the end, saying something about bones.
Yeah.
It's like
I have to go back and listen to it again some, but yeah, I think there's something there. I just can't quite.
Yeah, definitely. It was kept saying female and I need help, and that was all running the reverse speech thing, you know. And, so I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, you know. That's what I like those reverse speech apps, you know. That's pretty damn cool when you get a whole bunch of stuff coming through forward, you know.
Exactly.
So,
is it a coincidence? I don't know.
Yeah. And especially when we're asking about that stuff, and then the name Sam's coming through and it's talking about bones.
Yeah. And I heard it say brick earlier, and a couple of times.
I thought it said something about
Twice.
thought it said something about a Bible, and
yep.
So I don't know. They want you to, like, say some prayers over them or something. Read from the Bible. I don't know.
Yeah, Sam actually took a Bible there a couple of weeks back. Yeah.
There you go. I didn't know that, you know. That's something you hadn't said.
Yeah, she's taking a Bible.
Maybe they knew, maybe that's what they were talking about, that you had already done it, you know.
Yeah, could be.
Saying something about it.
She's taking a Bible, she's taking some poetry books and sat and read it, and yeah, I don't know.
And that's the weird thing too. I mean, you know, with doing this stuff, a lot of times you go back and re-listen to this stuff, and it's like, you know, you hear it much better.
Yeah, it pops out a lot clearer.
Yeah, you know, and when it's happening in real time, it's sometimes hard to catch things, you know, and you go back and re-listen to it, you can sort of listen to it a few times over again, and, you know, oh, okay, that's what you know, sometimes it takes a few times before you really get it, you know.
Yeah. Well, cool. I guess I'll all see each other tomorrow evening on Jason's show, Paranormal Soup.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know.
With guest Debbie Perkins.
Oh, okay, that's her name. I've forgotten who it was. Never heard of her, so.
So Reiki master, paranormal investigator, and host of Debbie Perkins' radio show.
Okay.
So I guess we'll find out more about her tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, guys. I will see you tomorrow on the soup.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, everybody.
All right, Lady Jamie.
Catch everybody in the chat room a little bit later on. Thanks for hanging out with us. As usual, you guys are awesome. And we'll catch you later.
Yeah. Good night, everybody. That's my